Hey everyone. I just wanted to get on a little bit and do a little story time about my progress and everything that's been happening. If you didn't already know, my name is Melissa. I am 37 years old and I am on a journey. So, backstory is February of 2024 this year. I went to the doctor because unfortunately I went to go put my shoes on and I couldn't put my shoes on. I had to have my boys help me put my shoes on. And it is a little embarrassing and a little disheartening and it was just really bad. I didn't realize how big I had gotten and how unhealthy I had gotten. I was eating candy constantly at work because they have it readily available. I wasn't choosing healthy lifestyle options. I wasn't doing any of that. So, in February, it was at the tail end of January of 2024 this year. I went to my doctor and we had discussed some options and something that I had done before. We went ahead and retried this. I am not on Ozempic or anything like that. But this time around, I wanted to try a little harder. So I want to be able to have healthy habits. I want to be able to get in that healthy lifestyle mindset. So I did things a little differently. The first thing I did was take out added sugars out of my diet. No added sugars at all. Cold turkey, I didn't titrate. I didn't do anything like that. I, like cold turkey, took out added sugars. I could have anything else because I didn't restrict myself after taking out the added sugars. So what I did is I figured out what foods were not working well for me, and meat was a really big one. Anytime I ate meat, my stomach would get upset and it was just really, really hard. So I took out meat from my diet. Now, I would say I'm a vegetarian, but the only reason why I took meat out of my diet is because of how it affected me. So with that being said, if I find meat that doesn't have the hormones or all the bad stuff that's being put into our meat to make the meat look pretty or whatever, taste better, I don't know, I will eat it. And every now and again I will eat chicken or something, which chicken is like the one thing I absolutely hate. But, so it's not like a complete vegetarian. Although I can probably tell you on one hand how many times I have eaten meat in the past 6 months. So it's not a lot. I just choose, it's not appetizing for me. So I took the meat out. I took the added sugars out. Another thing that kind of affected me, anytime I had milk, it really upset my stomach, and I'm not allergic. I don't have any like lactose intolerance or celiac or anything like that. I've been tested. So there's nothing like that. For some reason, milk doesn't agree with me. So I took milk out. I do soy milk or coconut milk or any of the alternatives but regular milk. I do eat cheese. I love cheese. I can't give it up. So not giving up the cheese. I do eat some other dairy products every now and again, like sour cream. I'll eat a little bit of that. And then I will eat things that have milk in it. I choose not to have cereal with milk or a glass of milk with my dinner because I know that my stomach is going to be upset. So doing all of that, I quit cold turkey, all this stuff. I didn't limit myself and then limit more and then limit more. I was having severe bloating. I honestly looked like I was pregnant, and it was like so sad. I never realized I looked like that until I looked back on my photos and I realized that I was just a hot mess. So I did all that, and you kind of also watch, everything else. Like, so when I drink, I don't drink caffeine. It gives me migraines. So I used to have 1 cup of coffee a day in the mornings after my gym workout. However, I started getting headaches again, and caffeine is just not, it doesn't set well with me in larger doses. So, and I'll get into that a little bit later. I did want to show you a photo of what I looked like before, so you can get kind of an idea, and I can show you the photo of when it was taken. Honestly, kind of blows your mind how much weight has come off. So this is me in February, and actually this was January 21st, and this is essentially how I started in January 21st of 2024, so the beginning of this year. And I was around 150 pounds here, and it's kind of disturbing looking back on this and seeing that I'm not this person anymore. I'm completely different. I'm gonna block out my friend on this one just in case she doesn't want to be on there. Like, look at the difference of that. That's insane. It doesn't even look like me. My face has transformed. It's insane. So throughout the last couple of months, I have also picked up a hobby of sorts in running. And I don't know how many people enjoy running, or if they don't enjoy running, or they're trying to start their journey but they don't know how. Here is the easiest thing that I'm going to tell you. Find something that you enjoy doing. If it's walking, that's great. Walk, do that. Do what you love doing. If you enjoy taking your walks, if you have a dog, take your dog for a walk every morning, every afternoon. I take my dogs on the walks a couple times during my days off, a couple times during the day, maybe 2 or 3. And then we obviously just got a new puppy, so the puppy goes on quite a few walks a day, at least 2 or 3 before I even leave for work every day. And look, this is Kai. He is 50% standard Aussie and then 50% miniature Aussie. And he is going to be trained to be my running partner, actually. So I'm excited. He was born on Super Bowl Sunday. So he is the new addition to our little family. Okay, so running. If you enjoy running, run. If you like walking, walk. If you like taking your dogs on the walk or to the dog park, take them to the dog park. It shouldn't be, working out should not be, or getting in shape should not feel like a punishment to me. In the beginning, when I started this, and it hasn't been that long, my goal was to lose the weight. I was so focused on losing weight and getting the pounds down and doing this and doing that and making sure everything's right and blah, 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 blah. And in the process, I kind of got a little obsessive. And then anytime the scale didn't go down, it was kind of disheartening. And I felt really sad and really alone, and it was nuts. So when I took up running, I have run previously in the past. I had some knee problems, got those fixed. They told me not to run again. However, here I am doing 5Ks and 10Ks. I have a bunch of races set up for the rest of this year. I'm doing a half marathon in October. I'm really excited about that. But it's something that I enjoy doing. I love doing it. Even if I'm tired and exhausted from doing it, my legs hurt, my arms hurt, whatever, I still enjoy doing it. Because you're outside, or you're on a treadmill, or however you like to run, or anybody else, you have that kind of peace, and you don't have to worry about anything. It's literally just peace. And I think that's what I like, because I'm not worried about my work performance. I'm not worried about my family. I'm not worried about anybody but putting one foot in front of the other and doing what I'm supposed to be doing in that moment. So that is why I enjoy running so much, because it's peaceful. So as I have gotten into running, I have done things a little differently. I stopped focusing on everything except for my well-being. And when I say that, I mean I'm making sure that I'm happy, and that I'm healthy, and that my body is good, and I'm not injuring myself, or I'm trying to prevent an injury. So I do strength training 2 to 3 times a week. And when I do stretching and strength training, I am usually doing that. If there's no running that day that I'm doing that for an hour to 2 hours, somewhere in between there, but at least an hour. I do extensive stretching exercises because of my age, and because this isn't something that I've been doing my entire life. My body has to, I think in my own terms, my body has to recognize that this is something that I'm doing now, and it needs to be pliable while I'm doing it. So I'm just trying, and my main focus are my knees, because I have injured those before for not doing things correct. So I have the right equipment. I'm doing the right stretches. I do talk to somebody regarding my knees and, sports. It's a sports athletic trainer, or she comes to my work, and she's actually awesome. She has sent me so much stuff. She has gave me some suggestions, and it's great, and it works. So yes, I started at 200, like almost to the point, 250 pounds in the end of January. And as of right now, and I haven't weighed myself actually in like over a week, because I forget to weigh myself, because at this point it's not about my weight. But the last time that I weighed myself, I was down to 190 pounds. And that is a total weight loss of 60 pounds. I do go to Supplement Superstores. I get myself scanned so I can see the progress that I'm making regarding muscle mass, and body fat percentage that's decreasing. When I did go to the doctor, they did let me know that I had a fatty liver, and that I really just needed to start making some healthier lifestyle choices. I have not gotten my blood redone to see those levels and to see what's going on the inside, but I'm assuming that things have decreased a lot, and I am on the right track. I feel great. I will let you know that it's kind of hard sometimes because I am not supplementing with protein or anything like that. I was doing protein shakes. And then every now and again, I will put my protein inside of my smoothies, which is awesome. But when you don't eat meat, you do have to find other ways to make sure that you're getting what your body needs. If I have any suggestions on that, I would say vitamin D is a good one, vitamin C, and B12 or a B12 complex. That works great. And then I, I have had some hair loss on this journey, so I have to be very careful on my hair. And I do a women's multivitamin should be taken as well. And that's just to make sure, hair, skin, nails, all of that, and then everything that your body needs as a woman, just to make sure you're getting everything that you need, and you'll feel so much better. I am on medications for the rest of my life. I am on levothyroxine, which is, I have Hashimoto's thyroid disease, and my puppy's just playing. And with the hypothyroidism, it is very hard for me to lose weight, to keep it off. And that is why I am trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I am trying to instill in me, in my brain, even I know that I want to make changes, but sometimes my brain doesn't know or my body doesn't know. So I have to make sure that everybody knows we're all in one whole sink, which sounds a little nuts, but, okay. So yeah, 60 pounds down. At this point, it's not about my weight loss. I'm not focusing on weight loss. Right now, I am focusing on how to make myself a better runner, because I have found a passion in running, and it's fantastic. So I use the first and best thing I can tell anybody who is starting to run is the Strava app, Strava, Strava. So I pay for a subscription. I think it's like $4.99 or $9.99 a month. It sucks to have to pay for it. Just pay for it, because you're not going to regret it. It's honestly one of the best apps that I've downloaded for, running and doing all that. You can record every workout that you do, every run that you do. You can make your own trails. You can make your own paths, whatever you want. It tells you everything that you've run. It gives you stuff on monthly, weekly. It also has training programs that you can get into. So you can, if you're training for a marathon or a half marathon or whatever, you have all those steps and all those resources inside of one app. And it's fantastic. I have found a couple of groups inside the Strava app that have helped me become a better runner. I also have a couple of Facebook groups that I am a part of, and they're fantastic. So if anybody is getting into running and they need some support, I am not a fast runner. I am considered a slow runner. I average about right around 11 minutes per mile, and sometimes it's slower than that, sometimes it's faster than that. But for me, it's not about how fast I'm running. It's about my endurance and knowing that I can do it and have this many miles and that many miles. I started out just doing 5Ks, which is 3.2 miles. And I did my first 10K not too long ago, which is awesome. In my opinion, I did really, really good, and it was actually faster than I thought. And then I am consistently now on my workouts. I am running a 10K on almost all of my workouts. Hi, Kai. So that is telling me now that I am ready to move on to my next step. So after a 10K, I mean, preferably I'd rather do a 15K, but a half marathon is what's coming up next. So half marathon is 13.1 miles. And I am consistently doing between 6 and 7 miles at this point, and it's doable for me. So 6 to 7 miles is not making me crash so hard that I can't get up or I have to sleep the rest of the day. Is it strenuous activity? Absolutely. But do I need that in my life? Yes, because it makes me know that I am capable of so much more than I'm actually doing, which is awesome. So a couple of things as a beginner runner that I had questions on, and thankfully I found my answers through running groups or people who run already. And you know, I could say the first thing is to look up Nick Bare. And it's Nick Bare, Bare. He really got me rolling on running and training, and I actually want to do a triathlon in 2025 or 2026. Triathlons are a little advanced for me right now, so I need to train a little bit more. So Nick Bare, he's a good one. Second, the Facebook running group that I'm a part of, the best one, I think, hands down, is Slow AF Running Club. And that's SLOW, capital A, capital F, Running Club. It's Facebook. They're fantastic. They're funny. They help everybody. If you have any questions, you post them there. Nobody's going to make fun of you. It's like a Planet Fitness in a group. I'm not even kidding. Also, which brings me to my third thing. When you're starting out and you need to be doing strength training and training indoors and learn like stretching and doing things, do not be scared of the gym. I think when I first started, I was terrified of the gym because I always thought people were staring at me or judging me or, whatever. Gyms are scary places because you walk in there and you see all these like super fit, super buff people doing whatever. But 9 times out of 10, you have to remember that probably more than half of those people are thinking the same exact way you are. They're probably not as body positive as you think they are. 2, the gym is such a safe place, and there's so many resources at Planet Fitness. They have free training, like personal trainers that you can utilize. So if you have time available, contact a personal trainer and they'll help you. Anything that you need to do, they will help you. If your goal is to, even if it's not running, if your goal is to start weightlifting and you just need to know how to do this and what to do in the steps, their personal trainers are just like personal trainers anywhere. They will help you. They'll give you the steps, the resources that you need. Another thing is you don't have to get the bougie membership. A lot of people think, oh, well, you have to have the Black Card membership to do Planet Fitness. You don't. The super simple, cheap $9.99 a month, that membership, if all you're wanting to do is use the equipment, get the $9.99 membership. It's not going to be a drain on your finances. So if you do Strava app, that is $9.99 a month, and you do the gym membership at $9.99 a month, you're paying the same amount of money as you would for a Black Card membership, but you get app with resources and then you get gym with resources. So you don't need a fancy gym. If you want a fancy gym, if you can afford that, if that is something that, you know, you're like, I am going to take the time, I need this in my life. We have Genesis Health Clubs out here. That is something that I'm striving towards. I would really like that because they have the pool and the sauna and a lot more resources. However, with the bougie gym, you are paying for it. So it's going to be, for me, it would be like $100 a month to go to this gym. So that is something that I am looking forward to doing in the future. Right now, I'm just not there yet. Train outside as much as you can. Even if you're not running, like, work out outside. It's good for you. The fresh air is good for you. Being stifled inside all the time, I would say, is literally, it drives me nuts. I work inside 8 hours a day. You need fresh air. So if you have to take your dogs for a walk, take your dogs for a walk. Do your stretches out in your parking spaces where you live. I do, when I go running, even if I'm doing running at the gym, I do stretches outside next to my car because it's nice. When it's nice outside, be outdoors. It's better that way. Listen to everything outside. Don't put your headphones in. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy being outside. Okay, the next thing, running gear, sorry. Beginner runners and running gear. If I can give any advice on that, it would be have a good running belt, and then have a good hydration belt, and then have a good hydration pack. So if you're running, you might be doing way different things. I run for the races. I enjoy the races. I enjoy having all those people that I'm running with, knowing that all of us are doing the same exact thing, striving for the same thing. Do I want to win? Absolutely. Do I ever win? No, because I know what my capabilities are, and I am just not there yet. I am almost 38 years old. Do I think I could win something in my age category? Absolutely. I can totally get there, and I know I can. Am I going to do that tomorrow? No. But another way to make sure that you're getting where you want to go in your goals that you are setting is making sure that you have the right gear. I'm going to go get my gear, and I'm going to show you. Okay, running gear. This is exciting for me because it took me a minute to figure out my running gear, what works best for me, and I don't have a whole lot of money, so trying to find things that worked within my budget was also important for me. So it's pretty good. The first and probably the most important thing you are ever going to want when you are a runner is a good pair of running shoes. Please remember, when you are starting to run, your feet are the most important things on your entire body, and they are the entire reason why you are running and staying running, and it's very important. So when I was looking for shoes, I was actually looking for Adidas or Under Armour, you know, those big names or whatever. Now I have Hokas. Hokas are very good. However, I don't run in my Hokas. My Hokas are specifically used for work because of the type of work that I do. I'm on concrete floors all day, and Hokas work for that. So my first set of kind of running shoes, these are now my everyday shoes, my gym shoes, whatever, they're a little dirty, but these are Adidas, and I don't know the name of them, but they're kind of just like slip-ons. They're super easy to get on. They have high backs and high fronts, so they're not like sliding everywhere. They have a mesh top, which is breathable and great. However, in the running world, from what I've learned, these would be considered a minimalist shoe because it's not really giving a whole lot of support. So there are certain types of shoes for certain type of individuals, and people who want minimalist shoes, these are very lightweight and they're good. I wear these walking. What you chewing on? Drop it. Oh, just a cap. Sorry. Dog chewing on a cap. So these are great shoes. I don't ever have to tie them. I literally just put them on super quick and get out the door. And these are my go-tos for everything. When these are done, I will be getting another pair. They have different colors. I'm pretty sure they have white, they have blue, they have the black, they have more black and white. These are excellent shoes. I wear these to work sometimes, a lot of the times actually. I wear them to the gym most of the times. You do have to be careful. Every certain amount of miles on a pair of shoes, you do need to change them out. So even though some people may think, hey, my shoes aren't done, I can still get wear and tear out of them. If you're wearing a shoe and it's your normal everyday shoe and they start hurting your feet all of a sudden, that means your shoe is done. You need to change them out. I also keep track of the miles on my shoes. I use a step counter. So the step counter translates into how many miles, and I make sure that I keep track of the miles that I'm walking when I'm in these shoes. That way I know after a certain amount of miles, I'm going to have to change these out because I am older and I have problems with my feet and problems with my knees. I need to make sure that my shoes are always fresh. So those are my like everyday wear and tear. Those are also gym shoes that I wear a lot. I thoroughly love those shoes. They're great. Can I run in them? Yes. Do I want to run in them? No, because they don't offer the support that I need. And I found that out after I had already started wearing them and I purchased them and I thought they were great, but they're not. Sometimes you are going to go through shoes. So the shoe that I found that I run in, I do all my running, all of my training, all of my race days in this shoe. I absolutely love it. These are Brooks Ranger 2. So as you can tell, they're a little bit more beat up than my other shoe. These are very light, like very, very, very light. There's nothing to these shoes, which is awesome. It's exactly what you want. They, again, have that mesh top, so they're very thin. They're pliable. You can, whatever. In fact, I'm literally looking and I can see through. That's how thin they are. So these may look like they have the same amount of support, but it's a different type of support. These work so well when I run. These do not, because of the type of support that's in there. These have cushion in them, so it's It's cushion neutral, and it does have a thicker insole in there. You can also add insoles to your running shoes if you want. I choose not to because I don't like them slipping and sliding around in there. Like I said, these are my go-to shoes for everything. I absolutely love them. I have fallen in love with Brooks running shoes. I'm actually getting ready to pick up a whole new pair. If you have a Fleet Feet anywhere near you, go to them. They're wonderful. So Brooks Ranger 2 shoes. These I got on sale for like $50. I was very shocked and surprised. I was in there looking at other shoes. I was totally expecting and ready to spend like $150 on a good pair of shoes. And every single shoe that I tried on just did not work for me. I didn't like it. I didn't like how it felt. It just weird walking in it. And you want to be comfortable in your shoes. You want to be able, your running shoes, your training shoes, they have to be something that is going to be 100% comfortable because your feet are the most important. So after I got done looking at shoes, I went over and I was looking in the sale section. They have a huge sale section. And I saw these Brooks. For a second, I didn't think they were going to be my size, but I tried them on, and fortunately, these are 8.5s, and they fit perfect, like a glove. These are not good ones for longer distances. So anytime I have ever ran over 7 miles, or literally anything over 7, once you hit that 6.5, 7 mark, my feet start to go numb. That is bad. So that is why I'm actually getting ready to get a new pair of shoes from Brooks, because I need to not have that happen. 5K runs, I'm okay with that. It's 3 miles, but I need to be training for longer endurance races. And that's what I want to do. Endurance races. I want to be able to do 23 miles or 24 miles, anything over that. My goal is a marathon by the end of 2025. So if I'm working on my goal, I can't be wearing these shoes. I did, however, they have so much stuff that you can purchase. So I got these. I don't know if you can read them or not. So it does say, when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. This is important to me, and that's why they're on my running shoes, because there are going to be times in the middle of whatever you're doing that you are going to be miserable, and you are going to tell yourself, well, why the hell am I doing this? Why do I want to make myself feel like this? You know, why? And then you're going to want to sit down and watch TV or play video games or not take your dogs on a walk or start eating all that unhealthy, trashy food. And then you're going to start feeling bad again. And then you're going to get the depression, the anxiety, everything that goes along with unhealthy habits is going to sink back in. And it's a chain reaction. And I think that saying right here is great, because you have to remember why you started everything you started. So if you're a big foodie, and I am, and you're going out and you see people shoving their face with ice cream or enjoying a chocolate cake, which, oh, I love chocolate cake. It's easy to be like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll just take a little tiny bite. But remember what that is doing, or what it did do to your body. I remember what it was like to be 250 pounds, and I was miserable. I didn't do anything. I was so depressed and so anxiety ridden all the time. I didn't know that that's what that was from. So being healthy and happy are very important. Just say no to the cake. It's worth it in the end. Okay, along with feet. I have just started this, so it is a new thing for me, but I have recently discovered these wonderful little things called running socks. Yay! They're cute. They are very expensive. The ones that I use are Features, and they have to go, there's a left and there's a right. These are not like normal socks. You can get these anywhere from $15 to $20 a pair, mind you. However, they are specifically designed for active individuals, for runners, for people who are athletes. They have cushions in different areas. Mine is a medium. You can get a heavy, you can get a light, but I have more support in my arch. So when I'm running, and then a little bit different support on the heel and the toe areas. And then in the back, there's a little extra padding on the back and on the front. If you're really seriously going to get into running and making it something that you're going to be doing forever, socks are very important. I have 2 different type of headphones that I use. I have a pair of Apple AirPods. They're the Pro ones, so they have that little thing in your ear to keep it from popping out. I like those for my shorter runs. It's easier, it's convenient, and I'm not going so hard that they're sweating out of my ears. When I do have those runs that are super long or over 5 miles, I like the wired because it's not going to lose power. It's going to stick. So if you ever lose power and then you're the type of person that really I listen to audiobooks. I don't even listen to music. But if you're the type of person that really wants to listen to something and you get non-motivated without having that there, make sure you have 2. I always carry both on me, whatever I'm doing, in whatever pack that I'm wearing. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about prevention of injuries. Kinetic tape. I don't know how you say it. I still have not learned how to use this. However, people and athletes swear by it. So I am learning. I don't have any photos of me wearing it because I feel like every time I wear it, it doesn't go well. So I will be talking to an athletic therapist here soon, and I am going to have her show me how to do this properly so I can use them on my knees for support, because if you have the tape, you don't have to wear things like this. These are my patella knee straps. So with myself having issues on my knees, I wear knee straps every time I run, no matter what. Not when I take walks because I don't really need them, but when I run. So with these, they have on both of them, and this is an Ace Bandage one. The brand is Ace Bandage, I do believe. Where are you at? Yep, Ace Bandage right here. So with this brand, you have 3 little lumps here. This is going to go right on that patella, like right under the patella. So when you have your knee slightly bent and you feel right under your kneecap, there's going to be like a little dip or a little hole. That's where this middle piece goes. And then these are going to go on the outside of that. And that's what keeps your kneecaps in place, essentially. So they're not coming out of place. My kneecaps were going to the sides previously. So after some physical therapy, those got corrected. And we don't want that to happen again because it's very painful. The second one I have is essentially the same thing. This is called iPow. I got these on Amazon. I wear these every now and again, but they still have that padded area. It's just not as significantly pronounced as the Ace Bandage ones. Really, and it all depends on what you want and what's comfortable for you. So I wear these when I'm going on shorter runs, because my knees don't hurt, but I also want to prevent them from hurting. So this is what I wear on shorter. And then this is what I wear on anything over that 3 mile mark, because I know this is going to be the support level that I need. So I would say low support and then high support. All right, next I have my go-to hat. You can pick these any hat up, like a Marshall's or Walmart. If you're looking for something cheap that's still going to function properly, try Walmart. This is not a running hat. It's not a sports hat at all. This is just a full adjustable in the back, and it's like the thick material on top. I will tell you, I have worn the materials in the hats where it has mesh, and getting something like a 32-degree hat that keeps you cool or warm during the winter, like specifically for the seasons, that's going to be really good. And also, it's your preference. Okay, what's next? My sunglasses. So I call these my sports glasses or my running glasses, because they're kind of like, honestly, they just work so well. So they have the grips on the side, so they keep it on your face. They have the grips here to keep them comfortable. Okay, and then these little guys, they do come off, but I prefer to keep them on, and I prefer to have this latched around my head when I'm going on longer runs, because I don't have to worry about my glasses falling off. If they do fall off, they're coming off right here. I do know the first 10K that I did, these were fantastic, because I was constantly taking them on and pushing them off, and they would literally, all I'd have to do is push them off and they're right there. So while you're running, these are great. And they are very good on like the reflective light and stuff like that. Okay, next, Body Glide. So big girls, yeah. Anybody out there that has chafing problems, this is it. This is what you need. You can get this on Amazon. On the Strava app, there are so many different websites that you can go to order gear for yourself, whether it's triathlon gear, running gear, like any type of gear. It's going to be in that app as well. You just have to look at the different clubs and look at the different things that they offer. This is the best $11 I've ever spent in my entire life. Because I have lost so much weight, there is extra in places, and it does chafe sometimes. Not anymore. I was getting like raw and blisters and things like that. And with this, it's all gone. It's called Body Glide. You can get a guy version, which is blue. You can get this, which is pink. It looks like deodorant. So all you are going to do is put that on like deodorant in the spots that are chafing. A lot of mine are going to be underarms or under the armpits right here, and then in between my thighs. And it works wonders. Okay, so my next thing is going to be my running belt. This is not a hydration belt. This is just a regular belt. Sometimes I wear it over my shirt. Sometimes I wear it under. Sometimes when I'm running with just a sports bra, it's a great belt. So it's padded in the back, so you're not slipping and sliding. The material is, I want to say polyester. It's fantastic. So there's a pocket on the side, so when you go to a trail, you can put your key in there and it latches. And then also, if you need to hold something, I have held an additional water bottle in here for when I'm going on walks and I'm not doing anything strenuous, so I don't have to carry my hydration packs. And here is where you keep your phone and anything else that you need. There's two different sides. There's a center line here. And also, if you're going on longer runs and you need to put your headphones in there, this is where that headphone piece comes out of, so you're not worrying about where that is. Clips, adjustable. I got mine on Amazon for like $6. Not expensive at all. This is called an Akendo. They're different colors. I kind of like pink, so most of my stuff that I have purchased happens to be pink because I think it's fun. Next up is my number 1 hydration pack. So this is a Nathan hydration belt. This is going to be my go-to if I am running from my house around here and I am running 5 miles. This is what I'm using. It's fantastic. It works well. It goes on the side of my hip, out of the way in the back part. When I stop and I have to press a button across the street, this is going to be what I'm reaching for. It's easy. Comes out, and then you just pop it, squeeze, and put it back in, and then put this thing right over the top. I've never had this leak. I've also never had this fall out on me, which is awesome. In the back, it's gonna have that mesh material, so it's still breathable, doesn't keep you hot, and easy to use. And then of course you have the strap, and you do have an area right here, again, if you would like to attach an additional water bottle like this, if you're going on a hike and you just need something extra, you can put something extra in there. Would I tell you that it's going to be good for a run? No, because this is going to fall right out. But if you also have dogs and you're taking your dogs, you can clip their stuff into here so they're around your waist. You can also clip little doggy baggies with you. If your key has a clip, you can clip your key on there. This is the mesh part of it. So, do I fit my phone in here? Yes. Does it fit properly? No. If I would say that you need a hydration pack for a phone, if you have a smaller phone, that's fine. But I have a bigger iPhone and it does not fit in here. It advertises that it does, but it does not. I got this at Walmart for $20. It was, I don't know if it was on sale or not, but this is the Nathan brand that they put in the Walmart locations. So instead of spending $30 on it, I paid $20, which is a win in my book because I don't have a lot of money to spend on running. If you haven't noticed, if you've ever done a race, they get expensive the more you do. Okay, hydration pack. So technically, this is considered a kids Camelback hydration pack. The reason why they classify it as a kids pack is because it is smaller. However, this is perfect for me because when I am running, I don't need a bunch of stuff wearing me down or bringing me down as I'm running. So this is what I wear on my longer runs. 6-7 miles or more, this is what's going to be on me. It has mesh everywhere to keep everything light. There's 1 clip instead of 2, which if you have adult Camelbacks, these always have 2 clips. 1 up top and then 1 around the waist. And I hate the one around the waist. It's super uncomfortable. So there's a 2-quart, I don't know what they call those in the back. I always put an ice pack in the back to keep my water as cold as possible when I'm running. You can put 2 if you want. I put one bigger one right in the back, and it keeps it cool, as well as keeping my phone cool while I'm running during a hot day. I have noticed I keep my phone up here, and this goes pretty far down. So I keep my phone in here, and then I zip it up, and that ice pack that cools all the water is also cooling my phone because my phone is also pressed up against that. There was also a little pocket here. This pocket is open, so I would not suggest putting anything in there that you are not willing to lose. I would put maybe a little snack or something if there, if you had to. And then the inside of it here. So when I run, I tend to keep specific things on me. My number one big thing that I like to keep around is liquid bandage. You are going to get a time when you are going to fall or nick yourself or do something. You are out in the middle of a trail. You're not going to be able to do anything. The best that you're probably going to be doing is maybe spraying some water on it and then closing it up with this. If you don't have water, and you're wearing a shirt, wipe it off with your shirt and put this over it until you can get back home, back to your car, somewhere where you can address the issue further. Most of the time, it's little tiny nicks, like little baby nicks. And my legs are all sorts messed up. But it's nice to have this around so you don't have to worry about having Band-Aids and antiseptic and blah, blah, blah. Liquid bandage is great. And mine is literally CVS Health liquid bandage. Cheap and easy. In this one, I have a cleansing and makeup remover towelette, just in case I'm on a run and I have any sort of makeup on my face. I do wear makeup. This is going to help me if I am sweating and the makeup's getting in my eyes. I also have some Kleenex in here. I have this wonderful thing called activity-induced rhinitis. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a severe case of allergies when I am running longer distances or endurance distances. So anytime that I am running further or doing any kind of strenuous activities for a long period of time, I am sneezing and I am itchy, watery eyes. It is so severe that it will last a couple hours sometimes. It can last a couple of days. This last time, I'm still getting over what happened. We went out to Hays, Kansas for Memorial Weekend, and I ran a long run out there because I wanted to make sure that my stuff I was being consistent. And out in Hays, it's really dry heat. So it's very hot, very dry, and I ran and my sinuses went bonkers. So I am just now getting over this. It is Thursday today, and I'm still having some leakage, and it's gross. So tissues are a must. A lot of the times, this is gross too. A lot of the times I will do this and I will, get it out, and then I will do a Kleenex to clean myself up. Is that sanitary? Probably not. But when you're running and you're running longer distances, your body is going through a lot. So you kind of just do what you got to do. In this bag, I have Quick Energy energizing jelly beans. They're called sports beans. No. So when you're running longer distances, these do have, a lot of these have caffeines. So anytime you get something like this, like beans or gummies or whatever, a lot of the times those are going to have caffeine in them. Now, I don't like to drink or use caffeine, but it's a different story when you're running. When you are running, you are using so much in your body that there are things that you need. And when you are running longer distances, your body is depleting everything and you need to re-energize yourself. You need electrolytes, you need energy, you need that stuff in your body. So even though I don't eat added sugar and I don't do caffeine, I will do that kind of stuff in these. So these sports beans, they're quick energy for sports performance. They have carbs, electrolytes, vitamin B and C. They're made with non-GMO ingredients, assorted flavors. They're by, it's from the makers of Jelly Belly. So these are really good. Do they have a lot of sugar and a lot of things that I don't eat in them? Yes. But am I going to be using them throughout my run? Yes. So it kind of evens itself out. The next one I have are GU Energy Chews. I have these in another flavor. They are not the best. Don't expect any of this stuff to taste like freaking, sunshine, because it's not. It's not meant to taste good. It's meant to energize you and give your body the nutrients you need while you're doing endurance performances. So these have amino acids, electrolytes. They are gluten-free, but they have 20 milligrams of caffeine. And so these are the ones with the caffeine. So it's going to give you a boost that you need. Your body needs this. When you start shutting down, even if you're in tip-top performance, when you get to your max, when your body is depleting everything that you have prepared for a race or a workout or a run, your body will tell you, like, hey, you need to refuel me. If you don't refuel, you are going to crash, and it's not going to be pretty. And then I have these Fruit Punch chewable energy tablets. These are glucose, no upset stomach, clean, natural ingredients. Each one of these has 14 energy chewable tablets. I can tell you that they have, the directions are chew 20 minutes before, during, or after an activity. Gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, vegan. No artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. No caffeine, fructose, or sucrose. 2 times faster absorption directly into bloodstream. 2 times more energy than other carbohydrates. So you're going to get things like salt tablets and other things like this. These are good. In my opinion, they're good in small doses. I don't chew 6 of these at a time. If I'm starting to feel the burn or feel the burn out, my body is telling me I need something. And you may have water on you, but water is not going to sustain everything that you need. You need electrolytes. You need sugar. You need energy and carbs to fuel your body and to make sure that it's running at peak performance. Which brings me to the last thing. This and this. I got these. Oh, and the beans. I got those at Walmart. They're pretty good prices. Now, I will tell you, if you can find them anywhere other than Walmart, get them from anywhere else. I try not to support Walmart. I try not to go in there. I'm going to be honest. I would rather support small businesses or the running industry itself, because sometimes I don't feel like there's enough light on athletes that aren't playing soccer or football or, the main baseball, the main sports. So shop as local as you can, or shop from the running industry itself. There's so many organizations out there who raise funds by selling things like this. And Nick Bare, his BPN, Bare Performance Nutrition, anything you can get from him is going to be excellent. He has everything. Check his website out, check everything out. He's fantastic. I hope he doesn't mind me blasting him up. But he's a good resource. These liquid tabs, you can also get, it's just a rapid hydration electrolyte drink mix. So in a water bottle, what I like to do either before I go on my run or directly after, I will take this, mix it up, and drink the whole thing. It's going to give you your electrolytes back that have gone away and sweated out of you in the giant run that you just did. So that is the extent of everything. I can tell you there are different things for different people. You don't have to do everything that I did. I do have, another type of running sock. I do have another pair of glasses by Good R. Resources, good resources are a Fleet Feet or a family owned shop near you. So go. The only thing I haven't touched base on is my watch. If you can get a heart rate monitor and put it here just so you know what your heart rate is while you're running, do you have to? No. Do I want one? Yes. Because right now my main goal is to run for endurance, and in order to do that, I have to be able to have a resting heart rate that's lower. And my watch, you can't really rely, you can to an extent, but it's not really that accurate. So getting a heart rate monitor that wraps around and is put on your chest here, so it's more accurate, that is going to help you a lot. They have them at running stores. I think Garmin has a really good one, and I know there's other watches that are a little bit better than the Apple Watch. I just have the basic Apple Watch. I'm gonna switch, I think, to the Ultra Apple Watch, so maybe that'll be a little bit different. But essentially, that is my journey. That is my gear. Those are my suggestions. And all I can say to anybody who is going to be watching this is, if you, for any reason, you are wanting to start a journey, you don't know how, you are embarrassed, just do it. You are so strong, you don't even know how strong you are until you get to that point. I can't even do a pull-up. I can't do a pull-up. I will be shocked and surprised ever in my life if I can do a pull-up. Do I try to do it? Yeah. Am I embarrassed that I can't? No. I am so proud of what I have accomplished up to this point. I could not run a mile in 20 minutes when I first started, and now I'm running them in 11 minutes or 10 minutes, and I couldn't be more proud. I am running 5Ks and 10Ks with other people. I am receiving finisher medals, and I am getting there. I'm better than half of the people that run in these races at this point in time, and I am a slow runner in my field. It is enjoyable. It keeps me on my toes, and it makes me want to be a better person in life. I have learned so much, and I still plan on learning a lot, and I can't wait for the journey to continue. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me, message me, do whatever. If you need a hype woman, I am that. I will try to post weekly videos updating and letting everyone know how my journey is going, and hopefully if I can just get one or even two people every year that watch this or believe in what I'm doing and try to work on themselves, then I'm going to be happy. My whole goal is to help people. That's essentially why I'm on here. I would like to help other people that were in my position, that didn't know what to do, that were embarrassed. And I'm a very outgoing, non-embarrassed person. If you know who I am as a person, I am not an embarrassed person. I am I'm a Leo. That'll tell you. I'm a Leo. I'm very driven and outgoing and whatever. I just didn't realize how unhealthy I was while being that person. So you can do it, and just do it. Find what you like to do and do it. And don't be afraid of that gym. Really don't, because there's so many resources in there, and there's so many people that can help you. You can make friends in the gym. If you have a friend who goes to the gym, 9 times out of 10, they have guest passes. If you are a Black Card member at Planet Fitness, you have guest passes, and they're unlimited at Planet Fitness. So if you have a husband and you guys only want to pay for one membership, pay for one membership, and you both can go in every single time together, and they can be your partner. They can use your membership and go in with you every day. So you have somebody there. You have a support system. Support system is a really good thing. However, you have to make sure that you can trust in yourself more than anybody else, because people are people, and they say one thing, they do another. Somebody may say, you know, I like what you're doing. I'm going to do this with you. I'm going to be on your journey with you. I'm going to help you through this, blah, blah, blah. Life happens. Things happen, and, you know, people change. They change their mind. They don't have time. People have kids, you know, other responsibilities. Is it hard to do what I'm doing and make the time to keep myself where I'm at? Yes. I have to be motivated. I have to. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay. So the last thing before I get off here is actually very important to me. I am running for Miss Health and Fitness 2024. This is a magazine that I am running for to be on the cover of this magazine. Right now, I am in 5th place out of the probably thousands that have applied and been on this. I have been working very hard. We're coming up to the top 10. It ends tonight, 7 p.m. And, you know, free vote. Everyone gets a free vote. The only way that you win this is by votes. Votes from family, the public, everywhere. You have to get the votes. You have to get your name out there. So that is what this is. So if you would like to help with me getting on the cover of Hers magazine for Miss Health and Fitness 2024, you're going to go ahead and scan the QR code. With the QR code, you will go through. You can get one free vote every 24 hours. I am in 5th place right now. Hopefully that will change. But I'm excited, and I'm super interested to see where it goes and if I can win this. And I feel like I'm motivated enough, and I feel like I want it. And the winner does get $20,000, and in my profile it'll tell you what I plan on doing with that. And part of that is going to be a sustainable year-round garden for me and my family. So essentially I'd purchase a greenhouse, and just big enough for me and my family to eat our basics out of that, or organic. No pesticides, no nothing like that. I want to be as fresh as possible. That's important to me. And then the other part of it, I would like to do some health and fitness coaching. I do have a full-time job. I love my job, but I also want people to be more comfortable to talk about their weight and talk about their weight loss journey and getting started on that journey. And I think if people had more support, people would do more. And it's easy when you're thin and you want to shave a few pounds off. It's easier for you because people look at thin individuals, and it's not just thin. So you can be any body shape or size or whatever. But sometimes I feel like people judge before they know that person. And I want to get past that. I want to help people to lift themselves up, to be better versions of themselves, to take out the toxic from their life and transform that into a healthier, fitter individual than you are right now. Just because I am almost 200 pounds, 190 pounds, doesn't mean I'm not healthy or physically fit. I am working very hard. I am as healthy as I've ever been in my entire life, and I have done more physically than I have in my entire life. I lift weights. Is it a lot? No. It's what I need for right now. I'm still in my process, and fitness is something that grows every day, and it changes, and it's different for everybody. So I think having a support system available to you is really, really important. If you can't get that from the people around you, get it from a coach that cares, that wants you to do better, that's not focused on money or getting something from you, but genuinely wants you to be a better person. So I will be striving for that, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to see how far I can go. Out of the women in this competition, you know, it doesn't look like I should be there, but I believe that I try just as hard as they do, and they may be on a different level than I am, but I'm still there, and I'm still working for it. So yeah, believe in yourself, go for a walk, just go for a walk. Even if you're physically unable to go for a walk, start with your house. Walk from one end of the room to the other. Do it as much as you can. If you have to have a walker, use your walker. Use whatever support you need. And it's finishing your goal that's going to make you so much better. You're going to be so happy, and it's going to be great. I already know. So, yes, thank you very much for listening to me for an hour and almost 20 minutes. If anybody has any questions, please let me know, comment, do whatever. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all the support and everything that I've received from family, friends. It's been a journey, and I'm still working on it, but you know, you can only do what you can do. So thank you very much, and have a good day.